In this lesson, we're going to dive into security control categories. Now, when we discuss securing an organization, it's not just about all of the technical solutions like fancy firewalls or encryption techniques, but instead, security is a multifaceted domain, and understanding how different controls fit into the big picture is crucial to your success as a cybersecurity professional. Now, think of your organization's network and systems as a medieval castle. While all the walls are important, you also need things like watchtowers for surveillance, guards with plans, which are operational procedures, and a leader of the city watch who has the strategy. The castle walls may be your primary defense, like a technical control like a firewall might be in your organizational network. But it's also important to consider all the other control categories that you can use, such as the watchtowers to provide surveillance, which is a form of physical controls, the guards with plans, which are operational controls, and the leader of the city watch with the overall strategy, which is a managerial control. As you can see, we like to layer our controls across multiple categories to give us a more well-protected network overall. To do this, we use security controls spread across 4 broad categories. These are technical controls, managerial controls, operational controls, and physical controls. And each of these plays a pivotal role in a holistic approach to your cybersecurity. First, let's talk about technical controls. Technical controls are the technologies, hardware, and software mechanisms that are implemented to manage and reduce risk. They operate within the system's technology layer. For example, you may want to install antivirus software on your system as a form of technical control. That way, whenever you download a questionable file, the software will spring into action, scan that file for potential threats, and then quarantine it if it's deemed harmful. This is a technical control in action that provides an automated response that's governed by the system itself. Other examples of technical controls include things like firewalls, encryption processes, and intrusion detection systems. Essentially, if it's a tool or a piece of software that can automatically protect your system integrity, confidentiality, or availability, we're going to classify it underneath the category of technical controls. Second, we have managerial controls. Now, managerial controls are sometimes also referred to as administrative controls, and they involve the strategic planning and governance side of security. These managerial controls ensure that the organization's security strategies align with its business goals and its risk tolerance. So, let's pretend that an organization wants to adopt a cloud storage solution. Before they make the jump into the cloud, the managerial team is going to conduct a risk assessment to understand the potential vulnerabilities and assess whether the move into the cloud will align with the company's broader risk strategy. Beyond risk assessments, managerial controls also encompass security policies, training programs, and incident response strategies. These managerial controls are really all about making informed decisions and ensuring that the entire organization is on the same security page. Third, we have operational controls. Now, operational controls are the procedures and measures that are designed to protect data on a day-to-day basis, and they're mainly governed by internal processes and human actions. For example, if your organization requires that you change your password every 90 days, this would be considered an operational control. This operational control ensures that even if a password was compromised, its shelf life would be limited, so its potential harm that it could cause is going to be drastically reduced. Operational controls cover a vast area, including backup procedures, account reviews, and user awareness training programs. These controls also ensure that security remains active and it becomes an ongoing process to continually adapt to meeting our evolving challenges and security threats. Fourth, we have physical controls. Now, physical controls relate to the tangible, real-world measures taken to protect assets. These controls exist outside of the digital realm, but they are crucial in safeguarding both digital and non-digital assets. If you think about a large data center, these facilities house our critical servers and our infrastructure, and they often have multiple layers of physical security. From surveillance cameras and biometric scanners to reinforced doors and even barbed wire fences, these controls are designed to prevent unauthorized physical access. Other physical controls include things like secure shredding of sensitive documents, the use of security guards, or even simply locking the doors to your office whenever you leave the room. Physical controls are used to protect not only external threats, but also internal threats to ensure that only authorized personnel can access certain areas or assets. So remember, security is not just about being tech-savvy, it's about appreciating the multifaceted layers of protection that come together to form a robust security posture. Whether it's the technology guarding against cyber threats, the managerial strategy steering the ship, the day-to-day operational procedures, or the physical barriers that keep our assets safe, each category does play a pivotal role. Just like a castle relying on its walls, watchtowers, strategy, and guards to remain secure, our organizations must implement technical, managerial, operational, and physical controls to defend against a wide variety of cybersecurity threats.